Well, hey everybody, it's me, Jermaine, and I am back. I am on the road, headed to an undisclosed location. But I just wanted to come in and speak with you for a few moments here with my Simple Truth audience. And the thing I want to address, I think I'm going to entitle this Simple Truth episode, Sour Grapes. Sour Grapes. Over the last few days since the presidential election, the 2016 presidential election, where Donald J. Trump, a businessman, not a normal type candidate, not political in any way, shape, or form, but he will soon become political because now he is in the realm of politics, and it's awful hard to be in the realm of something and not have a bit of it wear off on you. And the point of this video is the fact that you've got all of these protests going on all around the country. You have protests, namely in New York and in Chicago, and they are, Trump, not my president, this, so forth and so on. And the thing that I want to make a point of with this Simple Truth episode is the simple truth of the whole matter is, normally I get to this at the end, but I'm going to start off with the simple truth of the whole matter. And the simple truth of the whole matter, about to bear with me here, I'm trying to make sure that I stay on track of where I'm going, watching my GPS and doing this video at the same time. But the simple truth of the whole matter is that it comes down to, I want you to understand that I am under no illusion of the fact that the President of the United States does not have authoritarian rule over what goes on as far as policy in this country. Does not. So the things that Donald Trump would like to do, he's going to see very quickly. He just had a meeting yesterday, which was Thursday, with President Barack Hussein Obama. And being political, President Obama said that the meeting went very well, so forth and so on. But it is my hope that after that meeting, a lot of the brash, hard-talking things that Trump had to say, President-elect Trump, let me give him his respect, give the office its due respect. The things that he thought that he was going to do and do without any type of opposition or any type of basically he made it clear that he thought he makes it clear that he thinks he's just gonna go in there and do like he did in business and just say, do this, do that, do this, do that, and it's done. And he will find out very quickly that that's not how things go when you're in that position. But I digress. Let me get back on point here. And the point of the matter is that these people are very upset, and they have a reason to. There were many things that were said by President-elect Trump when he was candidate Trump, and those things to many different facets of our society were very hurtful, derogatory, and sometimes straight up just dumb. But the process has spoken, whether you like the result or not. As I stated in my video before, my last video, I really believe that the reason that the sour grapes are so overwhelmingly sour, and the bitterness and the bitter taste that people have in their mouth is because people who supported Secretary Hillary Clinton, they believed without a shadow of a doubt that the Republicans and Donald Trump did not stand a chance against them. They were going to win hands down. They were going to win running away. And they were going to they were already beginning to forecast and talk about what they were going to do, because they thought that the election was merely a formality. Well, they found out really quickly that there were a lot of disenfranchised voters. I'm out in the boondocks right now, and it was a lot of voters from places like this whose voices had not been heard. The metropolis got they were so confident that Secretary Clinton was going to win. A lot of people didn't vote. And again, I will say there were a lot of people that looked like me and looked like many other ethnic groups in this country that voted, and they said with this that they voted for Secretary Clinton. But a lot of them, when they got in that booth behind that screen, they pressed the button for the other candidate, i.e. candidate at the time, Donald J. Trump. So ultimately what it comes down is, people, you got to wake up and understand that the process is already spoken. No matter how much you may not like it, no matter how much you may be upset, there is nothing that you can do for the next 4 years to change the fact that the election process that we have in this country has selected Donald J. Trump, and he is the president-elect, will be the 45th president of the United States of America, and it is what it is. Maybe the next time you won't get so caught up in the hype, and when it comes time to go and vote, maybe you'll exercise that right to vote. I personally don't believe that our votes count, but that's a whole nother thing. But maybe, just maybe, you'll be a little more thorough in what you do and how you do it. It's going to be a heck of a thing to witness and behold, to see someone this uniquely different in the office of the presidency, or as many have said, being the leader of the free world. I don't know how free the world is, but that's what they say. It's going to be something to behold. And maybe, just maybe, with a Senate and a House that should be in support of him, maybe some things can get done. Because let's be really, really truthful about the whole matter, because this is the simple truth. How much better off are you 8 years later than you were 8 years before? Did any of the policies, or did any of the things that were put into place, did they really help you? Or are you allowing for your jaws to be tight and your cheeks to be puckered, sunken in, because of how sour you feel about the fact that your candidate did not win? We teach our children today that it's all about sportsmanship. We've always taught our children that it's about sportsmanship whenever they do any type of competition. But it's awful funny that the very thing that we say that we're teaching our children when it comes to sportsmanship as it relates to competition of any kind, you have a whole lot of sore losers out there. This has been The Simple Truth. And as I always tell you, it's the simple things that are oftentimes the most profound, but yet they're the most difficult to put into practice and to actually do. I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll be sure to see you, and you again on another episode real soon.